John Robert Williams is the co-founder and board member of the Traverse City Film Festival, which is on right now, commercial photographer. He's got a studio there in TC. Thank you for being available on the big week, very big week for Traverse City. How are you, sir?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. It's fantastic in Traverse City today, and it's great to be on. I just saw you in the Park Place a couple of weeks ago when you were up here setting up your show.
That's right during the Cherry Festival. And in
I
fact...
was waving at you, but you were busy on the phone, so it's all right.
God, and I saw Michael Moore was in the lobby, too, that day.
Yeah, well, everybody wants to be around Traverse City. Why not?
I don't blame you. You're living in a great spot. It's sort of funny to have the film festival in the summer, though, because the weather is so nice. It seems like you wouldn't want to be in a darkened movie theater.
But the thing is that we have 3,000 volunteers that we use to pull this festival off.
Wow.
And so many of them are brilliant educators that are from the public school system, and they have the summer off, and we have those people that know how to handle people and know how to smile, and just everything's amazing, and they know how to do it. So we do it then when we've got that wonderful talent supply.
Here's a theory about the festival that I believe. It's you say one great movie can change you.
Correct.
What do you mean by that?
You'll be surprised. If you're just used to seeing standard Hollywood production fodder, it's like, you go and it's like watching a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
But what we run here are the movies you're not going to see at your local neighborhood cinema. These are truly thoughtful, created, either worldwide productions, so it's a completely different culture that you're watching, or it's a documentary about all sorts of amazing things. We have a filmmaker here right now that made a movie called Divide in Concord, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
We just ran that the other day here for our friends. And it's such a fantastic movie. Concord, Massachusetts, where the shot was fired, it was heard around the world. The people there stood up, especially one woman, and said, no more bottled water. We're not going to sell bottled water in Concord because of all the waste and the plastic and the trash and everything. Mm-hmm. And this man documented it, and he followed this woman and this whole thing through a 2-year process. And it's mind-bogglingly good. You see how an 84-year-old woman who stands up for what she believes is right, and she goes to town meeting, and she changes the way the people think in a town. And when you see things like that, it's like 84 years old, and she's got this chutzpah to do this stuff. I loved it. I mean, these are the kind of movies you'll see here. Just great movies. So you become empowered and say, you know what? I can do X and whatever it is. Or you'll see movies from around the world, and we've got premieres here. I was listening to your cash register story, and it reminds me of the movie we're going to be running here this week, premiering the new Jennifer Aniston movie, Life of Crime. It's a comedy, and you never know who's going to.
Is that the one written by Dutch Leonard?
Yes, that's the one.
Awesome.
We're premiering it here this week. Fantastic. We're also running all these free movies at the open space, and we have the best lineup, the best hits ever. We're going to open up tonight with Jaws, the movie that we ran. And these are the free movies. We were testing the projector system last night down there, and it's on a huge inflatable screen, and so we'll have lots of people.
Well, you're going to scare everybody in the West Bay with the Jaws theme. They're going to think we have lake sharks in there.
No one's going to. Well, as long as we keep putting all this road salt in, Great Lakes are going to be salty, and you'll have sharks as our next invasive species anyways.
Oh, my God, that's a good point. The greatest movie of all time, in your opinion?
In my opinion, the greatest movie of all time?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be running it on Friday night, live, free, downtown in Traverse City, the open space. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. It changed everything. George Lucas is
allowing us
the original Star Wars. George Lucas is letting us run it. Oh, good timing on the music. We are running it live Friday night, and we're probably expecting 25,000 people to be.
Wow, and then you can look up in the stars, too, and you can think maybe you're seeing the Millennium Falcon fly overhead there, just like the Blue Angels did during the Cherry Festival there.
Precisely.
Who would play you in a movie about you?
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, I could see that. I was going to say Larry David.
Well, a lot of people think I'm Larry David.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild when they, I mean, literally, I've been at movie parties here, and people go, Larry, so what's up?
The web address for people who want to come to the Traverse City Film Festival, because it's on all week, is what?
tcff.org.
tcff.org. That's TraverseCityFilmFestival.org. Just Google it up and you can get there. And who wouldn't want to be in Traverse City, where we're heard on WJNL as well? Let's touch base again a little later in the week. You're awfully fun to talk to. He's a hybrid of Dustin Hoffman and Larry David, who likes the Star Wars movie as the greatest of all time. Jaws in the open space for free. Star Wars for free in the open space, too, and lots of movies. And you're likely to meet Michael Moore, too, in Traverse City. That's John Robert Williams. And I'm Michael Patrick Shields.